You've got the 76ers. Before we talk about how the team's doing, you just did a deal with StubHub. How does this help the team? How does it help fans? Because you need people to want to go to those games.
We sure do. Our fans, who are amazing, want three things. They want safe, they want convenient, and they want easy. And so what this does is put all the tickets in one place. So you're 5 clicks away from buying. It actually blends the primary and secondary market. So you don't have to go to our site and then go to the StubHub site to buy. So it's a revolutionary change for the fan. Why
aren't other teams doing this then? There's been a lot of pushback in terms of engaging the secondary market.
Not so much anymore. I mean, I think, you know, and I don't know why teams wouldn't do this. I mean, anytime you can help make it easier for fans to buy, I think that's an easy one. The other thing that we get here is data. And so the more we know about our fans, so it's not just knowing who they are and who buys, but what they buy and what their preferences are. And then it's pretty easy to now segment them and then direct market to them for a game that might make sense.
All right, well, let's talk about how to get them in those seats. People talk about the value of big data, but you need a team that wins. The top 5 teams in the NBA are worth 4 times the amount of the bottom 5 teams. And clearly, you see players wanting to go to those marquee teams, marquee markets, putting you in a really tough position. What do you do?
Well, we're going to build a winning team. That's our plan. That's the process. And the good news is as we've talked about several times, the value of these franchises just keeps going up and up and up. And when you're in a market like Philadelphia, we think we're very well positioned. In terms of a young talent on the court specifically, we've got 2 really, really good young players. They're both in the Rising Stars game, Nerlens Noel and Jahlil Okafor. We've got our pick. We might have the Lakers pick, top 3 protected. We have Miami's first-round pick and Oklahoma City's first-round pick. So we're pretty positioned to get very good very quickly. This is a big summer for us.
Why build a big practice center in Camden, New Jersey? How does that help with the 76ers experience? We're just coming off the Super Bowl in San Francisco with a new stadium where it is all about technology. If you don't have a stadium that embraces the new world of technology and social media, you got nothing.
Well, for us, we're tenants in Philadelphia, and so we work with Comcast as our partner, and they're terrific for that arena there. In terms of why we build in Camden, it's your home state, first of all.
It is.
Secondly, New Jersey.
Not my hometown, though.
No, it's not. But New Jersey is does an incredible job of providing economic incentives for businesses to build. And we got a chance to build on the waterfront, help redevelop a city on the rise, Camden, and it's 125,000 square feet, most technologically advanced, most beautiful, most spectacular, and the largest training facility in the world.
But it's a city on the rise, maybe. Look at global markets, Scott. We are in a sell-off. The U.S. economy is struggling. It's one of the reasons you see candidates like Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump do so well. Having a big investment in a high-risk city might not have seemed so high risk a year ago, but has the landscape changed? Do you really want to be in Camden?
We do. You know, we're in areas where we think we can make a difference. So we spend time, as you know, the Prudential Center's in Newark, New Jersey. And I think it's been proven time and time again that when you build an arena or you invest in a community in need and you reach out to the community and develop programs to lift up and help the city, it has a pretty impactful change. A great example of that would be in Washington, D.C., where you drop that arena right in the middle of a very depressed area. You go there now, if you went there 10 years ago, it looks very different from the way it looks now, and that's what we intend to do.
Well, then take big data and help us overlay what that looks like, what the economy looks like. Every day we talk about the value of the consumer, where they're spending money, their disposable income, how healthy they are. Well, more and more consumers, more and more people, we're facing lower wages. Even though unemployment is at a good place, people aren't spending. Given the data you have, what does the economy look like in your mind when you create budgets?
Surprisingly, I mean, with a team that struggled over the last 3 years, our business continues to go up, both on the corporate level, and sponsorship spending has almost tripled in the last 3 years, and our season ticket base has doubled in the last 3 years with a team that struggled. So at least from our perspective, I think the passion points are beating the pocketbooks.
Are you concerned that you could see that slow down? Because we have had a bull run in the markets for the last few years, and now if things turn, corporations stop spending, disposable income tightens up. What does that mean for you?
There's certainly some risk because it's discretionary spending. Fans don't have to buy Sixers tickets or Devils tickets or tickets to go see Bruce at the Prudential Center. They don't have to. But these are the passion, like it's a passion. Like you will give something else up to go see and root on your favorite team. I think we have an advantage.
You do.
It's not a refrigerator. Like, you can put your refrigerator off, but this is something that's going to happen once, and you want to be a part of it. We have an incredible experience. People come there. It's like a religious experience. You come to our games.
When we hear that the value of live events is only going up, does that mean you have to deliver a whole lot more?
Absolutely.
Like what?
I mean, well, you know, from us, if you came to our game, a big VIP like yourself, you would walk in. You'd have the coach would address you before the game. So you have 20 people the coach specifically speaks to before the game, like 20 on one. You might go sit in courtside seats and watch Joel Embiid shoot around. You might get a locker room tour. We're getting you behind the scenes in places you couldn't otherwise get. We walk you out on the court and you get your picture on the court. So we're doing our whole VIP experience has been completely changed and making a huge difference.